Hi, welcome back again. I hope you enjoyed my last video. I am so overwhelmed by all the response that I got and support and everyone saying they enjoyed it and that I was making them laugh. Like literally that is just what I want to do. I'm so happy that it did exactly that. So today I'm going to do something that's a bit more grungy, a bit darker. Probably going to put some glitter in there as well, to be honest, just like very nice on the eyes. So first what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my little clippers and just clip my hair back because I don't want anything getting in the way. I've also decided I'm going to do a bit extra. I'm going to put my Fenty Beauty on my chest because for me right now it just looks a bit boring and dull and I just want a little something going on. I love this stuff because you literally barely need anything of it as well. So I'm literally just going to go boop. I'm literally just going to take a brush and just give myself a little blendy. Just like look at that. It just looks so much better. So I've already used my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream for my moisturiser. I'm going to take my Plouise base just to paint my eyelids, give them a really nice base. Just so I've got that flawless finish to start off with. Flawless little base. I'm also really going to try and not get my mirror in the way because oh my god it annoyed me so much when I was editing last time. I was literally just like, hi! Oh my god, love what I'm doing guys! So I'm going to take my Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette, which is the first palette that Jaclyn Hill came out with. And I just love this. It's so nice. I've used it so much, as you can tell, because it's so dirty. Oh, fucking hell, I've got... you know when you've got a hair on your face and you literally just can't find it? It's the most annoying thing in the world, because it's so tickly. I'm just going to pat until it goes away. Oh my god, it's so exciting. I'm opening a new brush. I bought these ages ago, but I just... You know when you just don't want to use a new brush because it's just so nice. That's delightful. I am first going to go in with a mixture of this one and this one here because I do like to keep it quite warm. So, and I'm going to do more of a spotlight eye. So when I'm doing a spotlight eye, I really like to build it up in both my inner corner and outer corner first, and then I'll all blend it out afterwards. So as you can see, I've really built the colour up in the inner and outer corner and also on the top. And I like to make a shape like this first and then I'll go in and blend it out afterwards. So I'm currently filming this now and it's Tuesday and it's honestly such a nice day. It just makes everything better though, doesn't it? It makes you so much more happy when it's a nice day. It just makes you feel better about being in quarantine because you can just sit outside, you can read a book outside or something, have a coffee outside. Just improves your mood so much. As you can see, it looks a bit crazy right now. I'm gonna go in with this colour here and I'm just gonna blend those edges out just to soften it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with a mixture of this yellow one and this one here just to blend that brown out again. Just so it's really nice and seamless. I'm just building those first colours up again that I first used on my eyes. Pretty much all my brushes are from Morphe as well. I do really recommend the Morphe brushes, they're so nice. So I do hope everyone is also staying home as well. Like, I'm getting so sick of seeing so many people out and about still. I'm just like, what are you doing? Like it's so unfair, and also we're actually staying in, and yeah, I want to go and see my mates too, but like I'm not being selfish, like, oh dear. That was a bit awkward. So then with my Plouise base, I am then literally going to take this in the middle and just kind of not carve where I want it. Place it where I kind of want the brightness to be, and I do like to take this quite high because I like it when you have like the shimmer going all the way up to the brow bone. I think that looks really nice. So then literally I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to blend this. I find I have more control with my finger, to be honest. Oh my god, this fingernail, can you see that? So Meg, who's painted by PJ on Instagram, if anyone wants to go check her out, she normally does my nails. And obviously I can't have it right now because of what's going on. But I've just literally done this nail and this one. So I'm doing them slowly but steadily. But I really don't like it. I hate doing my own nails so much. Oh, my sugar's around the outside. So now that I've got the Plouise back down, I'm going to take the Peaches and Cream Gatsby pigment and I'm going to pat that where I've put all the concealer. I love this pigment, it's so pretty. Not that long ago, I actually dropped this all over the floor, but I managed to save quite a lot of it and I was so thankful because this is literally one of my favourite pigments from Peaches. I love the Peaches pigments, so I think they're really pretty. Just a bit that gold, a bit more glittery, I'm going to take the Urban Decay Heavy Metal in Midnight Cowboy. It just gives such a nice little extra glitter. This is literally like a liquid glitter and this is one of my favourite things ever. So, because I really want to deepen this up a little bit, I'm going to go back in with my Jaclyn palette and take the black shade. And where I put the dark brown colours, I'm just going to really deepen it up, but I'm only going to literally take the tiniest bit at a time because black is scary. I am scared of black. So literally I'm just going to take the tiniest bit, and I'd rather build it up personally than like pack it on. Ding ding. So now that the eyes are all complete, I'm going to move on to my skin and I'm going to do like a nice full coverage again. And I'm going to use the Fenty matte one. I'm wanting a bit more of like a matte base rather than like a nice hydrated base. So I'm going to use this one, and I don't know why I've actually not got my proper shade in any of the Fenty foundations. I'm going to mix 240 and 150 together. With this foundation though, it does dry really quick, so I do like to work quite quickly with it. Don't want no slug lines, so I'm just gonna... Is that just like a UK thing? Do like other countries say slag line? I presume it's just a UK thing, isn't it? I'm going to take the Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer by Urban Decay and I'm just going to put this under my eyes. This is like a really bright concealer. I'm just really fancying like a nice bright under eye today. I always put so much concealer on. That looks so bright when I can look at that in the viewfinder. Oh my god, am I actually okay? Oh my god, I literally like I've got two black eyes. In my last video I said I like to leave my concealer, but with this foundation I don't at all. Because it's quite matte anyway, I always like to go and blend it in straight away, otherwise it'll literally like dry down on my face and I won't be able to blend it out. So it's definitely not the vibe that we're going for today. So I'm not wanting too much of a harsh contour today. So I'm going to go in with a concealer, which is the Makeup Revolution C5. So it's not too dark, but it just adds... Oh shit, that's not the right colour. So I've got absolutely no idea where the right shade of that concealer is. So I'm just going to go with my Benefit Hoola Quickie bronzer and contour my face again. I said that I didn't want a harsh contour, but here we are. So is anyone watching anything good on Netflix at the moment? I really want to find something that's really good that I can binge. I've heard a lot about that Tiger King and I really want to watch it. But yeah, if you've got any good recommendations for any TV shows, please let me know, because I'd love to like binge watch something else. Saying that though, I've actually not been watching too much TV and stuff when I've been in isolation, because I've just been trying to keep myself busy doing other stuff rather than watching TV, because I'm one of the people I don't really watch loads of TV anyway. I'm more like a YouTube person. Like I'll watch loads of YouTube rather than like loads of films and stuff on Netflix, unless there's something that I probably want to watch. So I'm also going to go in with a Glossier liquid blush, and this is a Cloud Paint, and this is in the shade Haze. It looks like a proper crazy colour, but I literally only put the tiniest amount on. I really like this colour actually. So literally on my hand it looks so dark. You're probably thinking like, what the hell is she doing? But I literally just used the brush that I used to blend my contour out, and I'm just going to place it on. I've really been loving liquid blush at the moment as well, because I think it just gives such a more natural kind of blush look rather than like a powder. I do think it looks really nice. So if under my eyes, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Bakey bake. So this is a really bougie product that I have. So I'm going to use my La Mer. Who is she? And I'm going to set the rest of my face with this because it's got like a little shimmer to it. It makes you look so glowy, and I love using this powder when I'm wearing this foundation. But because this foundation's matte anyway, I don't really like to set too much, because otherwise my skin will literally feel like it's about to flake off. Oh my god, I just spilt loads of powder! Probably about 20 quid worth of powder that I just spilled. So now I'm going to go in with my Becca Be Light palette, and I'm literally just going to bronze up my skin, just to give me a bit more warmth on my face. Even though I have already cream contoured, I always go in and set it afterwards. So I'm going to go for a bit of a deeper blush today actually, because this look is a bit more dark. So I'm going to go with this one that's in this corner here. And I'm going to just put it on my apples and just go over my contour a little bit as well. Ooh! Did you hear that? That was my hit. I'm just going to go over my setting spray, the Scandinavia Makeup Finishing Spray, because I feel like I need to just set all this powder down and melt it into my skin. So I'm using the Jaclyn highlighter in the shade Balm, and literally this stuff is so intense. I always end up putting too much of it on. So I'm going to do my inner corners first. Like, that is ridiculous. So extra, literally extra. A little bit on my nose. See, when I say I always put too much on, I wasn't joking. I always put too much on my face, so I'm literally gonna use a tiny amount. Wasn't even enough though. I said it wasn't enough, and then I go and do that to my face. Oh well, we can just blend it. Look at that though, that is literally insane. I do love such a blinding highlight, and this looks like wet as well. Like, it's very intense, but it's wet. It's so nice. A little bit above my eyebrow, just to give myself a little bit more glow, a little bit on the chin. Unreal. See, I love having like a really, really matte base and then a really intense highlight. So I'm just going to finish off my eyes, and I'm going to go with my Jaclyn. I am going to use a really tiny amount of that dark shade. And I'm just going to do the exact same thing that I did for the spotlight. So I'm going to put it on the outer corner of my lower lash line and the inner corner. So I've left a little space in the middle, which is going to be exactly where I'm going to put the Peaches pigment like I did on top, but I'm going to do the same again on the bottoms. I'm just going to go in with the Gatsby Peaches pigment, and I'm going to use it again on the bottom lashes. So for mascara, I'm going to use the NARS Climax, and this is such a nice mascara. If you don't make that face when you're putting on bottom mascara, then you're weird, sorry. You just need to. I'm gonna use my Doll Beauty lashes, and it's a Frankie 3-pack, and I'm literally just gonna put these on off camera because you saw how I applied falsies in the last ones. Fabulous. So lashes are on, brows are done, and lashes just make such a difference. Like, they just make it look so much more dramatic. Yeah, this is quite like a different look for me. I don't tend to do something this dark, but I'm really enjoying it actually. So I'm just going to go with my freck, and I'm going to emphasise my beauty mark, like I always do. So I'm going to use Sweetheart from Morphe. It just needs a little sharpen first. So I'm now going to take Nude Cake by Charlotte Tilbury, and literally this is all I've got left of it. You can see how much I love this. I'm also just going to put some nice gold hoops in as well. These have got snakes on them, they're so sick. So yeah, very nice. I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of my Fenty I have no idea what this is. I hope we can use these tips anyway when we're out of quarantine and everyone's back to glamming themselves up. Anyway, you can watch this and you can do it for a night out, you can do it for drinks, you can do it for the dentist. So I'm really happy with how this has come out. I feel so sexy. I feel like the nice juicy lips, the darkness, the earrings, a bit of chest. I love it. If you haven't watched my first video, so please go check that out. I will link that down below. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.